You came into your office and there's the pile of mail on your desk. You see a letter from a lawyer. It's the first one you open. You open it up and there it is, accusation upon accusation about what you did wrong. The penalties, the threats, the deadlines. Do you respond? Many property managers will. My name is Harry Heist, and I'm the founding partner of Heist, Weiss & Wolk, the property manager's partner. Property managers will often be faced with situations where they receive letters, emails, or even phone calls from lawyers. Who are these lawyers? This is the lawyer that represents the tenant, or the lawyer that represents the property owner, or the lawyer that represents the condo association. You'll get these. There's no doubt. At some point, it will happen. Should you respond? What is your natural gut instinct? Your natural gut instinct is to respond and tell this attorney everything that you think is wrong with his accusations, to defend yourself, to tell the attorney all the things that you did and the things that you didn't charge for, or the actions that you took, or the actions that you didn't take. You're going to tell the attorney all this stuff. And this information that you give to the attorney may help in settling a case. It could be very simple, a very simple case that can be settled easily. But what you are telling this lawyer, and you don't even realize it, is you're telling this lawyer that you don't have a lawyer. You see, a lawyer is not allowed to communicate with someone that they know is represented by another lawyer. It's against the Florida ethics rules. So when you respond to that lawyer will be under the impression, maybe correct, maybe incorrect, that you don't have a lawyer. And when you're doing this, that lawyer will have a feeling of superiority over you. They will have a feeling of power over you. And they're probably correct. And what they'll do is they'll either try to get their way or try to settle a case, and maybe things will work out. But if they don't work out, here's the problem. You've given this lawyer a ton of information that maybe you shouldn't have given him. Maybe you should have withheld some of this information. Maybe you should have filtered this information through your lawyer. Now, I'm not saying that you should be dishonest in any way, shape, or form, but sometimes things are better left unsaid. It should be spoken with your attorney first. So what we recommend that you do when you get a letter from a lawyer, if there possibly is a deadline in there, or maybe you're right up against the deadline point, it's fine to write a letter to that lawyer, an email. We don't recommend calling, but you can communicate with them. Write them a short letter stating, we are in receipt of your letter regarding the XYZ situation, and we have forwarded your letter to our attorney. And then you put your attorney's name on there. Now, am I saying this to drum up work for attorneys? Absolutely not. In fact, I would love if I never had to deal with an attorney again for the rest of my life. It's not really something that I enjoy, dealing with another attorney and telling them my side of the story and trying to fight a case and knowing that this attorney only has one side of the story and now I'm going to give them the other side of the story. Well, it's better that I give them the other side of the story rather than you give them the other side of the story, because everything you say, everything you write to this attorney could potentially be used against you later on in court. So make sure that when you get a letter from a lawyer or any sort of correspondence or communications, you stop. You don't respond right away. You don't let it get out to the attorney in an unfiltered fashion. And you tell everyone in your office, people that work for you or work with you, you tell them that your company policy is when you receive a letter from a lawyer, you are not to respond. When you get that phone call, you're not to take that phone call. Now, did I say ignore the lawyer? Lawyers don't like to be ignored. If you ignore a lawyer, it'll just show that either you don't care about a situation or you feel that you're so right that you don't have to respond to the lawyer. The last thing we want is to have a lawsuit filed. That's something that we try to minimize. Everything I do each day is to try to minimize litigation. We do not want to go to court if we don't have to. So we want to try to settle cases. We want to make things end in an amicable fashion. But we want to do it the way we know how to do it. And when a lawyer works with another lawyer, everything changes. You see, we're on a more even playing field. A person who does not have a lawyer is not on an even playing field with a person who has a lawyer, even though you may feel 100% to the bone that you are correct and that the other party is absolutely incorrect or the other party's lying. Remember, there's two sides to every story. In fact, there's usually three. And the attorney for the other party has only gotten one side of that story. Often we'll respond to an attorney and tell them our side of the story, and it'll end it right there. Often we're able to settle a case very amicably for very small amounts of money, and we can make problems go away very quickly. But we need to do it. Don't try to do it yourself. There's no need to go it alone. If you have questions about this topic or any other topic that we discuss, please feel free to email us at info@evict.com.